Introducing first, he hails from parts unknown. He weighs in at 280 pounds. He is the Black Scorpion.
Hello, Appalachian Championship Wrestling fans. Nikki Walters and Mike Kelly here for Volume 2 of Best of 2021, where we look back at some of our favorite matches from the year of 2021. This gem is from a show that we did celebrating my birthday.
Happy birthday, Nikki.
All right, let's get
Here for an interview.
here for an interview. All right, let's get it going.
Okay. Do you have anything to say about your opponent?
All right, let's get a couple things straight first. Keep your mouth shut. I don't ask, I'm demanding you keep your mouth shut. Now, I don't know who they think they're dealing with, and I don't care who comes out of that back, but I'm gonna smash them in the mouth. And then I'm gonna come over here and smash that little twerp in the mouth. You got it straight?
I got it.
All right, so bring it on. I don't care who they bring out. We'll punch them out. 1, 2, 3. Yeah!
The Black Scorpion. We haven't seen him in ACW for a while, but he looks vaguely familiar. Black Scorpion, yeah, we probably haven't seen him for a couple years, but there's something about that guy.
Yeah, can't put my finger on it, but
He is Beastman.
Now this guy. You want to talk about a happy birthday, Nikki. I'm sure when the Beastman came out of the curtain, you were very, very, very happy.
I mean, nothing says happy birthday quite like, Beastman coming out and doing crap like that.
Look, throw it to steps. I think that was the first and only time it's ever happened to ACW.
I mean, you can see, I'm there behind the camera on this, and you can see me smiling with delight.
Beastman, do you have anything to say about your opponent?
Subtitles. I keep advocating for Beastman
Look,
subtitles.
he is eating the microphone. Last time, on the best of Volume 1, he was eating a cell phone.
Yeah.
On this, when he's eating the microphone.
Who's the husk?
Okay, so I'm using my app, my translator app on my phone. And apparently he said he's going to whoop Black Scorpion's rear end. And then eat the microphone again.
Oh, we're picking nits.
Picking nits. As we look at this old footage, we're going to see some faces we haven't seen for a while. Justin Hawks doing the referee duty this time.
I see lots of my friends there in the crowd, since it was my birthday.
Liz, Anthony, Savannah.
I saw Carol.
Oh, Carol and Lee's there. Oh, cool. Yeah, this is from the pandemic era of ACW. These when we call these shows Underground Assault, it truly was underground at the time. There was a little gray area in the legalities of social gatherings at this point, right?
Yeah.
And so there was always, when we were doing these things at this point, oh, there's Sherry.
Sherry's there.
But during this point, with the weirdness of the social gatherings of over a certain amount of people, and I mean, there aren't a lot of people here, but I was always worried like the police might show up and shut the thing down.
Now that would be the first time that Nikki Walters' birthday party got busted up by the cops. Would be at a wrestling show. because people were doing anything actually problematic, but because they weren't social distancing.
ACW commentator Nikki Walters is also a part-time goody two-shoes. In some ways.
I have literally never had the police need to show up for my birthday party.
Oh, and that bone. He's still using that same bone. I've noticed the Beastman's headgear when he comes to the ring has updated.
Yeah.
In the years since, but that bone, I think that's the same bone he's been using the whole time. Hey, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
And if he ain't broke that thing over somebody's head by now, it probably ain't gonna break. Oh, there goes the Black Scorpion. And a big elbow. Blasted it. Scorpion kicking out at the 2. Yeah, there's something about that guy. Looks vaguely familiar. Can't put my finger on it though. Oh,
Beastman can't see.
Yeah, this was a special treat, getting the Beastman down to the compound for your birthday bash.
Yeah.
This was a really cool. This is a cool show. We're gonna watch the main event from this show here momentarily too.
And the ACW compound even evolved a little bit from this time.
Oh, most definitely. The locker room was on the other side at this point. I don't know if you could. You might not be able to tell that from hard cam, actually, because. Oh, yes, the room's totally evolved. When we run the shows now, we could fit a few more people in there. Part of the reason we didn't have as many people back there is, the pandemic stuff.
Right.
You really want to try to keep it at around, 15, 20 people if possible.
And a lot of these people are families that are related to one another, so.
Yes. Oh, look at that big clothesline. Oh, that was a lot of fun. The Beastman's debut in the compound.
Chewing the ropes.
Oh, yeah. Cool stuff. Look at him. And I remember they kind of go back. There's a little post-match Beastman. Yeah. that was too good to leave out right there.
The following contest is the main event of the evening.
So this was a match that I specifically picked to appear on our Best of Volume 2.
200 pounds. He is the Death
This is my style of wrestling.
Oh yeah, I was super stoked about this one. I'm a big deathmatch fan. Nikki Walters is too, and being able to get Akira. This is when Akira was first really making a name for himself, and being able to get him in. This was a special moment for us.
And I've been watching Man Pondo for literally 2 decades. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what a main event. Man Pondo versus Akira in the compound. Cool stuff. So yeah, Nikki, did you ever think you were going to have a birthday party quite like this in your wildest dreams?
I did not. It takes the cake.
Speaking of cake, was this the one to where we got you a birthday cake, but in typical guy fashion, we got the birthday cake, but we got no forks.
Plates.
Or we had plates. We didn't have
any utensils.
Oh, hang on.
Wrestling asked me, who do you want to wrestle tonight? I chose my friend Akira.
Pondo is always great on the promos.
So do me a favor, Akira.
But as you were saying, yes, you guys did not buy any utensils, and so
We had the cake. But
to serve my party guests, literally, I was in there with a paper plate folded into the shape of a U, dragging the cake off of the cardboard onto other plates,
And then
we were eating them with our hands.
Yes. I don't know. You can get by without, utensils and napkins. You just gotta use your fingers and then wipe it on your clothes. I mean, it's not ideal, but it can be done.
Right, not super classy, but it got the job done.
Hey,
Improvisation.
Pondo and Akira blasting each other. I was already a fan of Akira. like he had kind of blown up on the ACW No Holds Barred during the pandemic thing, and so when we had the opportunity to bring him in, I was thrilled, absolutely thrilled, and this is the only time we've ever got to use Akira. You know, we tried to make it work out a couple more times after that. And who knows what might happen in the future, but to this point, the only time we ever used Akira. But I have been watching him on the indies and been a huge fan ever since. I've always been kind of rooting for him and watching him work his way up, you know, getting these prime spots on these GCW Bloodsport events, seeing him in MLW really representing, and touring Japan. You know, he's really made a huge name for himself. So this would have been January 2022 or 2021.
I think
yes, January.
If people are still wearing masks, it's 2021.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
We did a couple parties for me.
Yes, yeah, oh yes. There was and we had a hardcore match on your next birthday too.
Well, you have to, you know.
Akira. One of the things that I enjoyed about this one. One of the things I really enjoyed about this one was, we've got a lot of people here who've never really experienced hardcore style wrestling to this degree. You know, these are two world-class hardcore deathmatch wrestlers.
Right.
And, when you see some of this craziness that's getting ready to go down, you see the look on some of these people's faces and just the amazement, the awe, the disgust, the
range of emotions. Yeah.
Yes,
I always love to watch like deathmatch virgins, I guess would be the way to put it, you know, because if you're like us and you've seen it a lot.
Oh, blast it. Yes, you can generally tell when it's somebody's first death match or hardcore match by the looks on their faces. Oh, and some people, like, we love it. Some people not big fans, you know what I mean? But that's the thing about wrestling. You know, you got different flavors of it, you know, something to suit everybody.
This happens to suit me. Fun fact, we had Elizabeth, who is in the lower right-hand corner there. Sorry, headphone situation. We had Elizabeth there in the lower right-hand corner help wrap the door in barbed wire because she's a fellow horse girl.
Oh, we got thumbtacks in the
Thumbtacks. Those might have been the first ever thumbtacks. First and last thumbtacks, probably.
Oh, no, we've used them since.
Okay.
I think Bev and Bishop might have used them at some point. Those are actually still stashed somewhere.
Oh, okay.
You never know when those things might appear again at some point.
Normal people would wince at that.
Well, where most of the ACW shows are family friendly, it's not always appropriate. So you gotta wait the appropriate time to do this kind of stuff.
And it's, you know, birthday weekend.
Oh man, Man Pondo, he's getting ready to dump Akira onto those thumbtacks. Oh, look at the faces of the people in the crowd. Some of these people have just never even imagined that this kind of insanity existed. Okay. We got a barbed wire wrapped door now.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for your horse girl skills.
Now, if I'm remembering correctly, she didn't only she supplied the barbed wire for this one too.
Yeah.
That was her birthday gift to you. And maybe I would venture to say maybe one of your favorite birthday presents.
Yeah.
Oh, and with that insane saw blade thing. I'm not even sure what he calls that, but I mean, it's, I think he gets Akira in the back here. Oh.
Well.
Cracking up the back. Oh, yeah. Look at the look on some of these people's faces. Oh, look. That one guy. Look at that. They can't even. Like I said, it's not everybody's cup of tea, and you can generally tell when it's somebody's first hardcore death match.
Merry Christmas!
As much as some of us love it, there's some people who have an equal aversion to it. Thank you. I think setting up for the big suplex spot. I haven't watched this for a while. I'm trying to remember how this goes down. I'm actually
right.
I was almost watching it like it was live.
Right.
Oh, look at Akira. The athleticism and the agility. But on top of that, he's pretty ruthless, as you'll see here momentarily. Oh, and here at the end, I got a funny story to tell. You'll remember it when I get to it. We'll wait till the appropriate time. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, you're seeing some masks around and about.
Yeah.
Here and there. Oh, the tarantula taking a page out of Tajiri's book. Yeah, Akira's still a little raw at this point. He's really got his reps in and really kind of like tightened his game up. I mean, but you could see at this point, like,
just naturally talented.
yes, you could see where his career was going.
And not just at this style of wrestling, but at all types of wrestling.
Oh yeah, and that's one of the things with him. You see him doing. Oh, look at that! Devastating suplex that barbed wire door. Yeah, I mean, the biggest shows he has coming up, I'm aware of, is the GCW blood sport, like shoot fight style. Oh, Akira kicking out. And then, the deathmatch stuff and everything in between, I mean, he's just well-rounded. And that's one of the reasons he's going places. He's going down right now. That's the only place he's going right now.
Maybe to get a CAT scan.
Oh, Pondo blasted him with that stop sign. Can't stop Pondo. That was pretty cool. Now, we got some more stuff coming up here soon. And the funny story I was going to tell you. So, at some point after this, we ran into Akira somewhere. Mm-hmm. It may have been like at a ICW show in Indianapolis, maybe, I think. And we went over and talked to him, like, hey, remember us, from ACW and the compound and stuff. And I guess I could tell now he's like, yeah. He's like, you're the only guys who ever wanted me to go here. Right?
Yeah.
And the idea being, at this point is like, we were really excited to get this match. We were wanting to get a rematch.
Right.
And so, to set that up, anyway, unfortunately that fell through. But we had an Akira heel turn in ACW that, hey, it's indie wrestling, folks.
Right.
Never got the payoff for it. But who knows? Maybe one of these days, maybe in 2024 or 2025, we'll finally get the rematch with Pondo and Akira. Stranger things have happened.
It'd have to be in the compound. I don't think this is a B-Dubs activity.
Oh, in the compound or maybe in a barn somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Definitely not a B-Dub show, but as you find the right building and the right set of circumstances.
Right cause.
Yeah. Anything can happen. I would personally love to see this rematch.
Yeah.
Pondo Pondo juicing. We got
birthday juice. That's birthday juice.
Look at the carnage. Look at everything. Look at everything. Look at we have the looks on people's faces. We got disgust on some of them and joy on others.
Delight other places.
Oh, that was fun watching that one again. Well, in some ways, that just seems like the other day.
All right, this match takes us to Hunger Fight at the Piggly Wiggly in Eleanor. This is D'Lo Brown versus Shane Douglas in front of a huge crowd.
Oh, here comes D'Lo, one of my favorites from the Attitude Era. D'Lo, he was an absolute pleasure to work with. You know, he was great. Did a really cool shoot interview with Shane. Came in, did this match. You know, it was just a delight. Just unfortunately, as you'll see here momentarily, Shane Douglas was not very hospitable with them.
Betty D still being hated all the way back in 2021.
This was like when Betty D was first starting out. This is one of her, probably, not her first appearance, but one of her first appearances. But you could already see where she was going with this, you know, just...
there's your mom getting...
Oh, there's my mom. Oh, they come over to pick on... Oh, man, my sister. They're picking on my mom and my sister. No one's safe. That little kid trying to get a high five, that ain't happening.
Think again, buddy.
So we got Mr. Hughes coming out with Shane. Mr. Hughes, a longtime associate of Shane Douglas and the franchise players. Mr. Hughes in a bodyguard type role in this one. Kind of like he was Shane's bodyguard in Extreme Championship Wrestling and reprising that. Okay, Shane's going.
Before we go out and have some party. Okay. We're in West Virginia. Yes, sir.
West Virginia, yeah. Hometown pop. Cheap pop.
This lady right here. She's the typical West Virginia.
Oh, do you remember that lady?
I do.
Oh, we got a surprise for you people here momentarily.
You take all these people, roll them up into one, and you squeeze really, really hard, D'Lo, and you might come up with maybe a drop of character.
Watch your mouth. Go back where you belong. Watch your mouth.
Hey, lady, let me enlighten you. I'm from Pittsburgh, by God, Pennsylvania.
City slicker.
You ain't from around here, buddy.
Nothing gets more heat in Appalachia than being a city slicker.
Yeah. Just the sheer outrage reaching decibels only dogs can hear.
Just take a look at this people. You gonna think he's like your being, like being you, brother? They got no character, they ain't been champions. So let's just extend this ACW match, this fight for hunger, and what say you and I go out and have a little party like we used to?
Oh, Shane. Shane was a ACW heavyweight champion at the time. He's trying to talk D'Lo out of challenging him for the title and just, going out on the town.
I see myself there with the camera. If I remember correctly, this was a very hot day, and I think like a heat stroke is imminent.
Oh, this was a hot day, but what an amazing show.
Yeah.
All right, D'Lo's got the mic now.
All right.
I don't think he's going to let down the wrestling.
Franchise, it's true. We spent a lot of nights partying together. You're one fun son of a gun to be around, by the way. Don't tell anybody. But you want to come out here and insult the good people of West Virginia? Well, these are my people.
D'Lo ain't having it, Nicky.
I got the memo where I said bring your street clothes. You know why? Because I didn't want to have just a regular championship fight. I didn't want to have any kind of match. I want to have a West Virginia street fight.
West Virginia street fight, that'll get a pop from the crowd.
Yep.
I'm popping. And this is years later, and I'm in the ACW studios.
Yeah.
Shane is shocked that his offer was declined.
That Piggly Wiggly was hopping for the show. I mean, it was absolutely hopping.
Oh, sit down and shut up. Come on, Dilo. Come on, let's go. No.
I mean, this sounds like a Justin Bieber concert. It really, I mean.
This way these people want it to be. My people want it to be.
My people. Dilo is so good at working that crowd.
An honorary West Virginian.
We got one hell of a surprise for you tonight. What? I said we got one hell of a surprise for you tonight. I said we got one hell of a...
So, to give a little context of what's getting ready to happen. So, at the time, Shane Storm and Seth Martin were the ACW tag champs. And they were feuding with the former champions, Concrete Jungle of Raw Talent and Zayden Kane. And so the plan Shane had was, Seth and Shane Storm were going to come out and they were all just going to beat down D'Lo Brown and everybody. But yeah, Concrete Jungle kind of, stopping this devious plan. And this turned into a 3-on-3 street fight, Nikki. And they fought all over the property here. It was pretty amazing. You were scrambling all over the place.
Jogging.
Yes. And look at them fight through the crowd. But yeah, like people were fired. You were talking about fired up people were. Oh, at first the garbage can. This was right when they started lifting some of these pandemic regulations.
Right, so people were getting to get out, be together for the first time, watch some wrestling, enjoy themselves.
Oh yeah. Oh, people were fired up. Listen to everybody hooting and hollering, having a good time. I love that. It is music to my ears. There's nothing I love more than seeing. People having fun at one of these events, hooting and hollering, calling the bad guys.
Oh, look at the gas price.
Oh, what was it?
$2.99.
Oh, I wish. Oh my.
Let me borrow this.
Talk about a blast in the past.
Right, can we get back there for more reasons than one?
Kendo stick. Seth Martin blasted Raw Talent in the head with the kendo stick. And we've seen Zayden and Shane Storm since, but Raw Talent and Seth Martin, they, stepped away from the ring. Maybe we'll see him again at some point. You know how that stuff is. It's seeing some old faces we ain't seen for a while is one of the really cool things about doing these best stuffs.
Yeah.
And then we got Shane and D'Lo. Shane with a nerve hold on D'Lo. Betty D. Oh, there's my nephew. There's Dawson. He's front row. Fired up. He still loves wrestling, but hey, he's senior in high school now. He misses a show every now and then. He did not at this point.
Right.
Oh, D'Lo coming back. Oh, Shane with the low blow. He's a dirty dog. Oh, Nikki, these fans were fired up. It was a lot of fun.
Those kids were having a screaming match with Betty D.
I thought D'Lo was great. I hope we get to see him again in ACW sometime soon. Yeah, Raw Talent, one of the staples of ACW during this era. Him and Zayden Kane holding the tag team straps, winning the tag team straps at the first post-pandemic ACW show at the Buffalo Wild Wings and Cross Lanes, if you remember. Shane Storm. We haven't seen as much of him lately. He lost a retirement match across the state against Bruce Gray for All-Star Wrestling, West Virginia, ASW. And we haven't seen him again in ACW either, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Oh, look at that. That knocked Seth right out of that chair. Oh, now D'Lo going to work with Shane. On Shane with that kendo stick while you got Zayn beating on Shane Storm outside the ring with that chair. This one got him fired up, didn't it?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
The action has spilled over.
Onto the ring trailer. Okay. Okay, I think it gets real good right here, Nikki.
Yeah.
That lady who Shane insulted earlier. Oh, look.
Already. Oh!
Bam! Bam! Look how happy. Look how happy wrestling makes people. Oh, delighted. And I seen her grandson got a little body shot in on him right before Mama smacked him upside the head.
Mama's stiff.
Mama, it's a work. It's a work. Mama shooting. Oh, this show is a lot of fun. Love running shows in this part of the state. You know, this is right across the river from where we do the Barnyard Beatdown.
Yeah.
Barnyard Beatdown, Saturday, October 19th, 2024. It's going to be Barnyard Beatdown 4. And just a few minutes away from the Putnam County Fair.
Yeah.
Which we're going to be at for the second year. That Putnam County Fair special. That Hunger Fight no longer a thing as of now. Who knows? You know, we'd love to see that come back. You know, this. But hey, for every door it closes, another one opens up, right?
This was just a remarkable show that'll always stand out in our legacy as one of the best. Mostly, you know, of course we had great talent on the show, but then also the fans were just incredible.
Well, you know, you put this kind of talent on a show, these fans are going to lose their minds every time. Look at it. Oh, that was cool. Seth was really good with the high flying stuff, and his character was really good at getting that crowd fired up too. So we got Concrete Jungle of Zayden Kaner All Talent and D'Lo Brown with the W.
The winners of the West Virginia Street
Fight, Nikki Walters. This show was a lot of fun.
Talent and St. Kane. Also D'Lo Brown.
Cowboy Bob Orton, Mr. USA Tony Atlas, do you have anything you want to say to the fans and the people here in West Virginia?
Well, you know, being an old Virginia Ridge runner, you know, coming to West Virginia like coming home for me.
So it's like a homecoming for you?
Like a homecoming.
Oh, wow. We're glad to have you here. How about you, Mr. Orton?
It's nice to get out and
Blah, 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 blah.
Ladies and gentlemen, 4408.
First of all, it's 440. Get it right.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Zero or 440?
Not to be confused with RKO.
Oh, okay. See. Hey, shut up.
They actually shut up.
You don't have to introduce yourselves, but Randy Orton's dad, and what's your name, Saba Simba? Yeah. See tonight.
All right. That's not a compliment.
Get it, Tony!
I am the tower of power, too sweet to be sour. Authoritative, but never duplicated. Kind of brawl at the shoulder, nailed at the hip, and no little punk like you ever give me in the lip. If you see me coming, you better step aside. A lot of men get me, a lot of men die. I got a thick body built on a 45 frame, shoot tombstone, ball and chain. And I will jump down your throat, top things on your liver, and dare your heart to beat.
Hey, shut up!
Lucky I gotta hold this man back.
Tony's been talking trash ever since before he was born.
Yeah.
It's not about USA. It sure as hell ain't about RKO. Tonight, it's about 4-4-0.
We don't care about 4-4-0.
What do you think about that?
Okay, give a little context to this match here. So, okay, we still got some, just one moment.
First of all, how dare you guys to disrespect legends like these two? I got an idea. Kevin, I got an idea. Can you see it?
Yes.
All right, I think.
Slap the taste out of her mouth.
Just wait for it.
Yeah.
How about we have 440
4-4-0. That's what it says.
versus 304?
Zip code versus zip code. Not zip code. Area code versus area code.
Yeah. You know. Hey, as a postal employee, I was.
Right. You're like, whoop,
Oh. I don't know a whole lot of stuff, but I know about wrestling and post office crap. Yeah, breaking kayfabe. I do have a shoot job. I've not been able to make a living off of wrestling quite yet.
There it is.
So anyway, give us some context to this. This was originally scheduled to be a Buffalo Wild Wings show. Now, Nikki, let me refresh your memory. This was originally supposed to be at Buffalo Wild Wings Charleston. It rained like the whole day. And so what we ended up doing,
we moved it.
We did the meet and greet because for the Tony Atlas and Cowboy Bob Orton needed to do the meet and greet, for business purposes, obviously.
Right.
And then we invited some of our biggest fans back to the compound where we ran like two. I couldn't remember. There was like 2 or 3 matches, but this was the main event, and this was scheduled to be the main event at the at Charleston B-Dubs. It still went down, just a little. Sometimes you just got to roll with the punches, right?
Right.
And this was our first time using Bobby Beverly, the Bev, who has since won and lost the ACW Heavyweight Championship, and Greg Iron, who were representing 440, which was one of the hottest factions in wrestling at the time. And still is, but at the time they were on top of the world. The RSP was fighting with Nick Gage and was the heavyweight champ at the GC Dub. And this was a big deal for us. I remember being really excited.
I mean, we personally were excited to have them in town and then, in the compound.
Yeah, right. This was not the original plan. And, this is supposed to be in front of a big crowd at B-Dubs, and things don't always go as planned, and you have to adapt and make the most out of whatever situation. This ended up being one of the coolest things we've ever done in the compound to this day.
Yeah.
The whole thing. And if you haven't seen this, there's a little surprise at the end that I don't think anybody's seen coming.
Right. You want to stick around all the way through this one.
And so the dynamic here, we had 440 representing Ohio. So it's like Ohio versus West Virginia.
Right.
And Kevin Tyler, who stepped away from wrestling for right now, but we talked about this before. There's another face we ain't seen for a while, Kevin Tyler, and Huffmanly
has a brand new look.
Brand new look, brand new gimmick. That's.
So this is OG Huffmanly.
OG Huffmanly, yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth. OG Huff.
And if our listeners, viewers aren't familiar with Greg Iron, he's just a beast on the microphone. He's just so good.
Oh, he's great. Love that podcast, Iron on Wrestling. I still listen to that when I can. Like the Bev, he's just a machine, just a wrestling machine. Still tearing it up. Listen to those chops. Like this guy, I mean, he does a lot of death matches, but about caving his chest in. He does a lot of death matches, but like his normal matches, I mean, look at the impact. This guy's amazing.
The Bev's just ridiculous. He's such a good wrestler.
Double team in the corner, Nikki.
Stevie Wonder, see this? Come on.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun, like going through these old matches and give a Oh, buddy, Huff's chest has taken a beating in this match. I don't remember it being this bad.
I bet that noise is still like reverberating in there somewhere.
I think it's still reverberating in that room.
Right.
It's still echoing in that room years later.
During the pandemic, Game Changer Wrestling was still running some outdoor shows, and we went to the Indianapolis area to watch a couple, and that was during, I would argue, the heyday of 440. We were there. We were there when it was born, by the way, at the Nick Gage Invitational.
That's right. Yeah. We were there in Chicago at the MGI 4
when this was born.
When RSP showed up under a hood and attacked Gage after Gage. Oh wow!
And then
I totally forgot about that.
painted the belt.
Yes, I forgot. We were at that. That was totally shocking. Nobody's seen that. Nobody's seen that coming. And they just did an excellent job with that whole story and stuff.
And so I think that puts into context a little bit more why we were
marking out.
I was trying to think of a different way to say it, but yes.
Well, hey, this is the best.
Right.
Hey, if you're watching this, you're a mark. I mean that in the best possible way. We're marks. We don't take that word as a... We've taken that turn and we owned it.
Right. I mean, I hate the word when it's used inappropriately, but like, yes. We're marking out for 440.
That's just a fan.
Right.
I'm a fan. And we wouldn't be doing this stuff if we weren't huge wrestling fans. I mean, other than the piles of money that we get paid.
right, that I'm swimming in now.
As we talk into our $10 microphone
that is scotch taped to a camera tripod.
Is that what? Yeah.
And there's an empty box of Little Caesars sitting on the couch.
Okay, that might be too far. We might be giving giving everybody
Pull the curtain back too far.
Too far, yes.
Yeah.
Let's pull it back shut just a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if we can put the toothpaste back in the tube at this point, Nikki. Okay, here comes a big tag to Kevin Tyler. Kevin Tyler, big old boy. And here's a little bit of info. Cole Carter, who currently for ROH and AEW, Cole Carter and Kevin Tyler cousins, and they got to team up on more than a couple occasions for Appalachian Championship Wrestling. Might look at one of those
for Volume 3.
Yeah, in one of our future best ofs. Ref bump, that usually doesn't go well for the baby faces. Just, you know, like, here comes Huff. Oh, Bev. Oh, but here comes Cowboy Bob Orton to the rescue. This really was, in the early days of ACW, this was one of the coolest moments ever.
Yeah, this was huge.
To get Bob Orton, I was a fan of him back when I was a child. And look at this. Bob Orton, baby, turning heel.
Somebody just threw something.
Yeah, outrage. Complete, total outrage. Bob Orton, and look at this. Look at the veteran. Yeah. He's grabbing the ref's arm. I thought that was a great touch. But these guys have been around like him. They know little things like you have to do just to put this stuff over the top. And we got a mark in the front row right there.
Up on his feet.
Some of these people. And look at this. Bob Orton with the 440 shirt. And I'll do anything for a t-shirt. Okay, our last match today, we got Lodi versus Shane Douglas. Shane Douglas was still the ACW heavyweight champion at the time. And
Mike Kelly, you were not at the show.
Right.
I was.
Yeah, we talked about this last time.
Yeah.
The owner thought he was going to die. I told him I could work. And you're getting a condensed version. I told him about work that I couldn't get off work, and so I missed one.
Right.
The only time since the pandemic when I started helping Chris with ACW that I ever missed a show, and this was a bad one to miss. This thing was actually pretty amazing.
Yeah, this was such a good show.
Oh, I remember you coming back and showed me some of the footage on your camera before it was edited. Like, you gotta see this, you gotta see this. And the backdrop with the rides, you see. I'm a big ride junkie, so I know that's the scrambler you see back there.
Peep Virgil.
We got Virgil up in here. Virgil up in Wayne. We got Shane no-selling Virgil and Wayne. Virgil trying desperately to get his attention. Shane's in the zone. He's defending that title tonight. He's got his mind on business. Okay, peek behind the curtains. I guess my ringer got turned back on or something. Okay, all right. There we go.
Silenced.
And what I remember about this match in particular, these kids were losing their ever-loving minds.
They
Listen to them.
Ape crap over these posters.
Lodi was over in Wayne. Over. You think he was like the cross between the president and Hulk Hogan?
Yeah. It just descended into Wayne County.
Okay, well, I mean, by the president, I mean back when people used to still like the president.
Yeah.
And stuff, you know what I mean? I don't know. Oh, okay. Let's hear what Shane has to say.
You can't hear it over the screaming children. I know.
Look at him jumping. Were they giving out free Mountain Dew at this thing?
All jacked up. I hear the kazoos. Shane's trying to leave again.
He's already got his envelope.
Yeah.
He's wanting to go back to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
To hear him tell he wants to go back to Pittsburgh, get out of this hick town, enjoy some culture. And so he's trying to convince Lodi to do the same thing.
Yeah.
But it ain't gonna happen. Lodi's here to fight. Lodi's wanting the belt. Lodi's wanting to smack Betty D. She's annoying.
Yep.
And we got a bunch of crazy kids who would probably cry if they didn't get to see us fight. But then, I don't know, Lodi looks torn, Nikki.
Yeah, he's like, get in the car and leave.
Get in the car and leave. He said we'll go to the dog track or something, or beat up Shane Douglas. I think we all know. I think we all know
what's going to happen.
Yeah. I don't know Lodi real well, but I know him well enough. Like, he ain't gonna pass up a chance to.
Oh!
I remember she was amazing.
Yeah.
That kid was amazing. Lodi ain't gonna pass up a chance to like knock Shane Douglas upside the head. I think. Actually, it was recently. We seen him recently in Logan. We seen Lodi come back and knock Shane Douglas upside the head again. You know what I mean? So.
When in West Virginia, stop by a wrestling ring and knock Shane Douglas in the head.
No wonder Shane loves it better, like in the city and stuff. Every time he comes down here, somebody wants to hit him upside the head.
In a ring at a fair.
Shut up!
I don't think those kids are going to listen to you.
Nah, man, no. Look at Virgil. To the left, you got Virgil. Over by the Virgil merch table. Last time he was in, we had him just a few short months before he passed, and I really wish I would have got one of them 8x10s that had him with the what was it? Where it had on the 8x10 it had him with the marinara sauce, and he had a breadstick. Oh, I can't even describe it. And he told me, he's like, and he did tell me he would hook me up since we were friends, and he'd give it to me for $20.
Right.
I don't know if that was signed or not, you know what I mean? But those was friend prices.
Right.
I just didn't have 20 on me. Here's another Virgil story. I remember driving him back to his hotel that night, and he asked me to stop by McDonald's, and he told me, he's like, let me order your burger for you. I'm going to get you a Virgil burger, okay? Ketchup, triple onions.
That's like my worst nightmare.
Onions. Yes, well, it was all right.
Yeah,
I mean, if you like onions, I mean, that really tested my limits of onions. But it was okay. You know, I told him that I probably told him I liked it more than I did. There's Virgil. There's Virgil. Oh, he was a trip. But what a... He was just something. He was just unlike no other.
Yeah.
Oh, and one thing about this Wayne, you might hear in the background, they're all time... A lot of their events at their fairs overlap. Mm-hmm. And so is that... What do we hear in the background there? Is that the burnout competition we was talking about last time?
I don't know. I don't know if that's like... I can't tell. Over the screeching children, I can't tell. I can't decipher what exactly I'm hearing.
Oh, no. This might have been... Yeah,
music.
A band started. Yeah, because we lost a good bit of the crowd because a band started right during the main event of the wrestling.
Right.
If you know, but we've talked about this before. We love the people of Wayne. These people running this town, you know what I mean? Like, We'll, anybody knows the history of ACW, we may get into this in the future, but I don't know. Some of these towns, you know what I mean, are, they're run by people just cut in, because they're somebody's cousin or something like that.
Right.
Don't necessarily small town politics, you know, pretty silly stuff.
But everyone had a good time.
Yes, everybody here had a good time. These kids, I remember at the end of this match, they are bouncing off the walls.
Core memories were made, for sure.
So that's what, you're still seeing a mask here and there at this point.
Yeah.
And I guess you still see them around a little bit, but, you know, this was... You know, I look back on this time, and it was a weird time, you know what I mean? It wasn't the greatest. But we made the most of it.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? We made the most of it.
People clutching their children as they watch this go down.
What they got? Tickets sold here, Shane.
Yeah.
Oh, Shane's hurting, Nikki. What's Lodi get? Oh, I guess whatever it was, he thought
better.
He thought better of it. He might have got a weird look from whoever was like at that stand. I heard something clanking.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Listen to those kids. Oh.
I feared for my safety videoing this. Once the kids got out of control, it's like.
Well, I mean, we've seen worse with kids out of control.
About got trampled.
Did you get about trampled at this one during this match or earlier?
Yeah,
or what?
no.
Okay.
I got swarmed.
This was our first kid riot.
Yeah.
I guess we had another one last year at Oak Hill.
Yeah.
And this was October of 2021.
So Betty D's been cheating since 2021.
Oh, I'm sure she's been taking shortcuts and breaking the rules long before that.
These kids aren't having it though.
Oh gosh.
She just got called out.
I love hearing these kids hoot and holler like that.
They said, cheater!
They get worked up into a literal frenzy here.
All control's lost.
Look at him jumping up and down.
Both child riots, I've walked away with injuries.
Well, you know, that makes you tougher. Builds character.
Right.
Well, what do you expect walking in the middle of that? You're going to get injured.
Yeah.
You're lucky you didn't end up in the ER.
Right.
You're lucky you was able to walk away.
No toes broken, just bruised. Look at that.
Oh, buddy. That's how I feel inside.
Right.
Sometimes I just, you know, you get to a certain age, you can't it's not socially acceptable to express it that way.
See, I still do that. It just depends, you know.
Well, you know, I'm
no shame.
I probably do too, but I look around. I check my surroundings first, you know. It's supposed to be like
I only do that out of town. I don't do that in town.
I was gonna say, I'm supposed to be an upstanding member of the community, and you know that's not how people like that are supposed to be behaving in public when you're of a certain age.
Right.
At this age, it's still perfect.
Right.
Lodi hitting Shane. Oh, another big boot to Shane. Nikki Walters, calm down. Nikki Walters getting fired up watching some wrestling.
Right.
Them fans are loving it. Listen to them. One thing about ACW shows, the fans are generally engaged. You know what I mean? And if you make these kids make noise like that, then all of a sudden it starts spreading. The adults start hooting and hollering. Everybody starts having fun. And we were talking about earlier, you know, you go to a bad indie show and people sitting there with their arms crossed, like
Looking at
rolling
the
their
sky,
eyes,
yeah,
like,
looking miserable.
hoping it's going, like wondering what time it's going to be over. You go to one of these things and people hooting and hollering, having a good time. That's why we do it. You know what I mean? That's why we do it. I love bringing it joy to people. Hey, you flinched, Nikki Walters. Referee, James Ferguson distracted by Betty D. Shane with that low blow.
I'm honestly surprised the kids didn't rush the ring.
Well, I ain't seen this before. Are you sure that they didn't?
I don't think they got in.
If I remember, I think there might be another shot of them being heartbroken and disappointed here. Oh yeah, those shots you got, like you really did just get right in the thick of it. And,
yeah, that was my style of shooting.
Hey, thanks everybody for checking us out. Keep on checking out our YouTube channel. We'll see you soon.